So it's been a crazy couple of days with the Oscars on Sunday night, so what better way to recover with our favourite celebrity hairstylist, Andrew Barton, who's going to teach us how to do the look of the moment, the ponytail. What did you reckon of the ponytails at Victoria Beckham's fashion show?
Well, certainly one of the biggest trends that we've seen on the catwalk this season is the ponytail. It's one of those eternal fashion secrets that keeps kind of being pulled out each season. But the way that we do it makes it more updated and more fashionable and more relevant. So a few seasons ago we saw it a little bit more elaborate. This season we're seeing it very, very simple, played down, which worked brilliantly on the Victoria Beckham fashion shows. What the Victoria Beckham fashion clothes are all about is simplicity and elegance and unstructured garments, kind of with that very kind of tailored fit. So the ponytail fits brilliantly with that type of look.
And what about Gwyneth at the Oscars?
Well, I think what Gwyneth always does is she likes to play it safe. She doesn't really like anything too elaborate or too dressed or too done. And by wearing that low slung ponytail, it worked fantastically with her image, the image that she's renowned for, and also worked brilliantly with the clothes that she wore as well. The gown was very simple, so the simplicity worked hand in hand together, and I think that's the key. It's about finding a look that works hand in hand together.
So do you want to talk us through what we're going to need today?
Yep. There are various products and tools that we need, but don't worry, it's not too much of a big kit. We've got 3 styling products. Firstly, we're going to work with a product called Satin Wear. This is a blow-dry lotion that will help to align the hair cuticle, make the hair soft and give it some protection. Okay. We'll apply that while the hair's wet and blow-dry with it. Once your hair's dry, I'm then going to run a product called Acrylic Shape. As you can see, this is a ponytail gel. So you apply this over the ponytail, it helps to smooth the cuticle scales, give the hair some hold and shine. So it works similar to a serum, but it's got hold where a serum usually hasn't.
Amazing.
Finally, what we'll do is we'll just do a spritz of some hairspray. With the hairspray, we're going to use a dry aerosol hairspray rather than a wet one. Okay. So that'll give shine and polish and a little bit of hold to the hair. But before we start any of that, we're going to blow dry your hair.
Okay.
So I guess the first point is having a good turbo hairdryer. The Andrew Barton one's obviously very good.
Of course.
And one with a nozzle. And when we blow dry, we're going to make sure the nozzle continues all the way down the hair shaft to make it lovely, luxury and smooth. Once we're blow dried, we're then going to use a straightening iron just to finish off and get that smoothness and sleekness to the hair. And I'm going to use 2 different brushes. We're going to use a round brush for the blow drying to get some grip and movement. And then this is the Andrew Barton Gel Grip.
I do actually love that. It's like stress.
Good, isn't it?
Stress buster. Someone's really annoying.
Just got some different hairpins. We're going to use small hairpins and slightly larger ones with the blonde colour to match your hair, just to secure the ponytail. We've got a ponytail band, and these are great. They're clear acrylic ones.
Oh, nice.
So that's just going to wrap around the ponytail. And then from the haberdashery cabinet, I've got some cotton that we're going to wrap over the ponytail band to hide the ponytail band and blend it in. So one of the key details of this fashion catwalk ponytail is the area that we part the hair. So with the looks that we saw Gwyneth wearing and at the Victoria Beckham fashion show, we saw it on a deep, low side parting. So whether your hair naturally parts on the right or the left-hand side, just pop that parting in before you start blow drying. For now, I'm going to use the hairspray a little bit, just gently over the surface of your hair. And this is going to act as a heat protector ready for the irons. I think the secret with a straightening iron is to use some form of protection, whether it's a heat protector or whether it's a hairspray. It will offer the hair that protection from the heat, because basically you are clamping your hair between 2 red hot irons.
Yeah.
The other secret as well is not to keep the iron on the hair for too long.
Okay.
Most girls, when they use irons at home, tend to keep the iron on the hair too long, which then starts to burn the hair.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to simply take a random section. We section off on the underneath first, comb the hair through, and then starting quite close to the roots, I'm just going to very gently run the blades of the straightening iron over the hair all the way to the very tips. And this is going to give us that really obedient, sleek finish that we saw on both the Victoria Beckham show and Gwyneth Paltrow wearing at the Oscars. What we need to do with yours now is give it a little trim. So when your hair's really long like this and you want to keep maximum length, when you go to the salon, don't sit down for your haircut.
Okay.
Get the hairdresser to stand you up. Okay, so part of the key look that we saw in this fashion catwalk ponytail is about having the ends of the hair quite blunt. And as we can see, yours, they're kind of very feathered and kind of a bit split. So what I'm going to do is just very simply clean up the bottom of that length and just make it really nice and blunt and sharp. Can you see that okay? Kind of applying that just over the top surface of the hair, quite close. And as you can see straight away, gives that super glossy polish to the hair. So once we've applied the product, we're then just going to come over the surface of the hair with a comb, and then we're just quite simply just going to tuck it behind the ear. So the ears act as part of the style with the comb and over the ears.
You've tamed my baby hairs.
Absolutely.
They're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. And then with the hair tucked behind the ears, you're going to take the tail really low in the nape. The secret of the beauty of this shape, especially when we looked at the back of Gwyneth's head, was that it really showed off that beautiful curve to the back of a woman's head shape. Really super neat. We're going to take the clear ponytail band, secure it once, and then twist it over a second time. And what you don't want to do is make the band too tight, because it could become a little bit painful for you if you're going to be wearing it all night to a kind of premiere or a great event. And then finally, we're just going to take some cotton, a bit more.
This is a great little tip.
And I'm going to double it over. And then we literally just start wrapping it over the ponytail band. You could use a little bit of silk or satin ribbon. You know, you could use a contrasting colour satin. To fix that, I'm just going to apply a little bit of hairspray over it.
So do you need to...
I'll turn you around a little bit.
Ooh. That is beautiful.
Do you like it?
Myself, yeah, it's absolutely. It feels amazing. You don't know what's going on at the front, but you get to the back. She's just dropped her mobile phone. She's so excited. So what would you suggest I do now with my new hair?
Well, I think it's either striding down Bond Street and shopping, or out for lunch and a glass of champagne. Shall we go?
Lovely. Oh, yeah.